never stop at one. I'll take you all on.
At least I'll have the satisfaction of destroying you, Optimus Prime.
You can't remember my name.
The weak shall perish?
Do not believe everything you read.
Hello everybody, I'm Cyberverse Prime, and like I said in my last video, which was on the Dreads, we are now going to be taking a look at the Studio Series Wreckers. Now, I'm going to warn you, I have all three of them decked out in the DNA kit and the Toyhax labels. And the reasoning why is because I absolutely did not like how the three of them were presented. I thought the way that Hasbro presented these guys was decent at the time, but definitely when the upgrade kit came out, I could tell that Hasbro was lacking. But nevertheless, these guys are, they're kind of regarded as, like, it's weird. Some people love them, some people hate them. I'm in the middle, especially now owning the DNA kit for these things. I mean, for these figures. And I can't lie, they definitely are 10 times better with the DNA kit and the Toyhax labels. So, in my opinion, these are the best versions of the Wreckers you could possibly get. Now, I know there is TF Dream Factory, those Wreckers, but they're highly, highly, highly sought after. And it's a shame that there's really no easy way to get all three of these characters, because they were significant to Dark of the Moon. Honestly, these guys kind of gave me, you know, these guys were just badass in the movie. Even though they didn't have a whole lot of screen time, during that Battle of Chicago, you did see them quite a bit. So they even helped Optimus get out of the crane, the crane straps or whatever that he got caught in because Shockwave shot at his ass. But anyway, yeah. We're also not just taking a look at the Wreckers, but, you know, these are our first Autobots that we're taking a look at for the Studio Series line. Anyway, yep. So, the main reasoning why I bought the DNA kit is to honestly soup them up a little bit more. And mainly it was for Topspin. Because Topspin, for whatever the fucking reason, they gave this man freaking rubber guns and accessories. I was absolutely appalled. No, 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 no. Do not give him rubber guns. And the shame about it is that the Top Guns here, Top Gun, pretty good movie, but these roof guns here are made out of the rubber material that the guns here on the sides were actually made out of. I no longer have those guns because I completely threw them out. I do not care for them. But if you're a completionist and you wanted to keep your figures, you know, pristine and all that, good for you. But for me, I wanted the DNA kit because it upgraded all three Wreckers, including Steeljaw here. Because, well, not really. He's got a chain now, so that's cool. And you'll see how I display him with Leadfoot later. And then you get, the freaking saw that Roadbuster should have came with. And these are gap fillers for his arms. I don't know if they just, I never found, I can't remember if these store anywhere in alt mode, so forgive me. I don't know if this stores anywhere in alt mode either, so forgive me on that. But the only two out of the three that are consistent with the weapon storage is really Leadfoot and Topspin with the DNA kit. Roadbuster, not really. His guns here on the side of his rockets, I think that's where they're supposed to go, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not too familiar with. I should have done some research before I did this review, but I wanted to just, share my thoughts and opinions on these figures because I never reviewed these guys before, and I figured I'd just do them in one big video, just like I did the Dreads, because this was another significant trio in the film. Okay, so with that out of the way, you're probably wondering, why does Leadfoot not have his little rockets that are supposed to go on the hood? These suck. They do not stay tabbed on worth a damn. I even tried doing the super glue trick. That didn't tighten up the grip at all, so I just leave them off. Personally, I just leave them off. I just wanted to show you that I do have them. So those suck. I hate them. They're not worth the time, nor my patience. And then I'm going to put these off to the side here as well. And I'm not really going to go in a specific order reviewing these guys. I guess I'm just going to go from left to right. So we're going to take a look at Leadfoot first. So here's Leadfoot, because he's got the decals all over him. He's got the guns that he came with on the roof rack. Nice big Target logo. Impala TF3. That was a cool little sticker to put on. I actually really enjoyed putting the stickers on these guys, because it just I don't know, it was just really nice to actually be able to put these decals and these details that Hasbro obligatory just completely just didn't bother putting on. Energizer, which is cool. I believe this is supposed to be Lysol, which is cool. And the only DNA part that you can actually see is this rack right here that this was plugged into. So I'm going to go ahead and remove his little miniguns, because these actually go on his wrist. So move those, and this goes on the shoulder. So yeah, the only DNA part that he has on currently is this. He does have gap fillers on him, which you'll see in a moment. Actually, we're going to do it right now. So transformation is pretty simple. What the hell was that? I don't know what that was, but I better go find whatever that was. So give me a second. It was one of the gap fillers, so that tells me there that I gotta glue those in. So anyway, yep, be mindful of that. So the gap fillers do sometimes get out, so that's my fault. Anyway, what I like to do is separate the back portion here first. Kind of get these up and out of the way. I'll tab these. Move that out of the way. Then kind of get the arms going here. Rotate them out. Fold the hand out. Same thing here. Go ahead. Rotate this out, if it will. Oh, come on. There you go. Well, that came off. That's fine, though. Rotate that out. And come here. Fold this part forward. Fold this part forward. Go ahead and unlatch these fake doors. I'll take the head up. Come here and maybe not. Oh, I see what I gotta do. Rotate the waist forward just like this. There is a slot here. There's a slot there. There's a tab there. That's going to go there. Did I do something wrong here? I might have. Shit. Oh, I see. So this part comes down like that. That part folds up. Then you extend the feet down just like that. And then you're supposed to hinge these up. Kind of give them a wide-legged stance. Just like that. And then this piece just kind of goes back his leg like that. Yeah, that's a gap filler, gap filler, and that's pretty much it for the kit. Leadfoot is not the one that's most decked out in this, on this kit, but he does have, I think, the most stickers out of all three of them. I just stick this on his back, and then I take his minigun here, and put it on his right shoulder, because I remember rewatching the film recently and just now found out that he has the minigun on his right. This goes here, this gun goes here. And there is Leadfoot in robot mode, and he looks pretty damn good, in my opinion. I think he's one of the coolest. I think he's one of the most unique ones out of all three. He's just got that unique shape to him, and he's cool looking, man. He's just really cool, and looks kind of like how he did in the film. He's got the rad looking haircut, the beard, the minigun, and all the details on him too. Like, he's got the details on the doors, the shoulders here, even on the side panels, and then he's got gap fillers for days. Pretty cool. Now, there were some decals for Steeljaw, but I decided not to put them on him because it was just going to be a pain in the ass anyway. So what I do is I give Leadfoot the leash here, and then I have the chain going through his other hand, kind of like that, somewhat, yeah, like that. And then now he's got Steeljaw on his grip, so now Steeljaw can kind of bark around and all that other cool stuff. So pretty cool, and it is nice to actually see this guy, even though he didn't appear in the film. I think he got a couple of tests. I think he got a couple of teaser spots, I think. I can't remember. I could have sworn I seen an image or an actual like footage of this guy. I swear I think I did at some point, and I was like, cool, an Autobot dog, but no, we never got him in the film, which is so damn dumb. He would have been a target master too, but anyway. So there is Leadfoot. Now we have Roadbuster. So let me move Leadfoot over here for right now. I need to move this cup because I'm afraid I'm going to knock that in the floor, and that's just going to be hell waiting to break loose. So let me move that cup. So, alright, here's Roadbuster. First thing I'm going to do is remove these little cannons. And that's pretty much all that I have to remove off of him, well, besides the front minigun. And I'll show you where all the parts go when we get to the robot. So, to transform him, he's pretty easy. And Topspin transforms kind of the same way. It's kind of funny how they both transform exactly the same. Anyway, you want to kind of lift this whole, well, you want to fold his legs down just briefly, go ahead and separate this, take this part here and remove it, set that off to the side, go ahead and fold down, or actually you want to rotate the wheel like that, then fold the foot down. Same thing here, rotate the wheel up, fold down the foot just like that. See, we have half a robot now. Come here to where his head is, and you want to move these pieces here out of the way. Take this section here. Oof. This is kind of being a pain in the ass. Alright. Usually he's very cooperative. Okay, move this out of the way. You can kind of see his arms in there are kind of finagled. So, to get them out, you gotta hinge this upward, fold out his arms, rotate the shoulder up, rotate his elbows forward, rotate the arms out, or the hands out, my bad. Rotate the hands out. Come on, rotate them out. Oh my goodness, come on. Rotate out. Then kind of lift these up here. Rotate the missile pods like that. Fold these down. Then you come here, collapse that in, and then a tab. Isn't there a slot for this? I could have sworn there was a slot for this. Oh. I think I got it. Oh, my bad. You want to fold these in. And there you go. There's basically Roadbuster in his robot mode. Not the cleanest, but definitely one of the coolest ones. He's got a ton of decals in this mode. Even in alt mode, he's got a ton of decals. But the decals, the Toyhax labels really, really, pick out those details that he was severely lacking in this mode. And it really shows. So, for extra weapon placement, what I like to do is take these gap fillers. It's so stupid that they didn't figure out a way to take the arm fillers and turn them somehow into like extra bits into the alt mode. But yeah, you take this piece here, I believe this one goes here. Yep, you just fill in that gap there. His arm can no longer rotate in there, but you got to take it out in order to do that. That's why I'm showing these guys off now, so I can get these parts off my desk, because I'm afraid that I'm going to lose these pieces. So fill in the arms there, which is cool. These shoulder blasters will ironically attach here. So now he's even more souped up on the shoulders. Oh, come on. Go back on. You know you want to. Come on. Ah! You bastard. Get on there. Okay. So there's that. His minigun actually goes onto his left shoulder. That was from the alt mode. And then he comes with the cool accessory, in my opinion, the saw blade, which is what I've always wanted for my original Roadbuster. Even though the MechTech weapon kind of did it, but it did a shitty job of it, this is just 10 times cooler. So there it is. That is awesome. I love the saw blade. That's just one of my favorite accessories that they gave in him. So yeah, now Roadbuster is decked out, and he looks awesome. Now, top spin, where the real money went towards this kit. So, top spin is my personal favorite out of the three, and I own the original. The original one is good. I really do like the original, but after putting the DNA kit on this guy and the Toyhax labels, it's a kind of bit of a toss-up, because I still like the original one a little bit more than this, but this guy is a close second because of, what DNA did to this guy. So, first thing you want to do is come here, and you want to take his things here and remove them, just like the original ones that were rubber. Take these plastic ones and get them out. Come on, get out of there. Oh, come on, there you go. So remove those. You can leave the guns on. I'm not, so I'm gonna take them off real fast. And like I said, his transformation is a lot like Roadbuster, so I'm not gonna go too much into detail. Basically, the only differences is you're gonna raise these pieces up like that, and tab these. Rotate these pieces up. Go ahead and, oh man, oh crap, I know this part's a little tricky. Pop that loose and rotate this section like that. Then you want to pop these loose, dragging out the arms here, much like Roadbuster. You want to drag the arms out, rotate them forward. Same thing here. Come to the side, take out the forearms, fold that down, rotate these out. Rotate these out. Come on. Next, here is where the tricky part is. Usually what you would do is just fold this back, but you're not going to do that, and then you would fold the foot down. The feet actually give him height, ironically. So you're going to want to fold the wheel through like this, and then the feet here, that's going to be a heel spur. That's going to be his actual feet. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So he does have extra stability in this mode. We'll take that in, which I thought was really cool. They actually thought about that. So they gave him an increase in height ever so slightly. So then you want to fold this back, tab that through, and then I think you're supposed to rotate these up maybe, and then fold these down, something. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like that. Same thing here. Fold this down, collapse that down, just like that. Make sure this is tabbed in all the way through. If it comes undone, it is what it is. It's a Studio Series figure, early Studio Series. Then you take the guns here. I should have left them where they were. Save time. Oh, come on. There's his guns. And then you can attach his little wrist things here to give him that look. It was kind of funny how the original figure never even had hands. They were kind of molded on and they weren't very visible, so he had these for hands, which I thought was pretty cool. And there we go. So there are my Dark of the Moon Studio Series Wreckers, all DNA'd up and Toyhaxed up as well. I think that this set definitely deserves a re-release. It's funny how we haven't gotten anything for the 15th anniversary for Dark of the Moon. I think it would be awesome if this 3-pack was another More Than Meets the Eye collection. Because I really hope that collection is not strictly G1. I would like to see stuff like these 3 in a set, kind of like the Insecticons. Same with the Dreads. Even though we just got Hatchet, I do think that it would be a nice opportunity to give Crankcase a redo and maybe Hatchet a few more details being picked out. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, I would love to see all 3 of these guys re-released and in a set. I would love to see these guys in a set. I think that would be really cool to have all 3 of these guys in a set together. So my final thoughts on these guys are they're great. They're really good. They're not the most posable things, but to be honest, as a team, they look awesome. And especially if you get the DNA kit for them, they're even 10 times cooler sitting on a shelf. And I would recommend you find the DNA kit, and I also recommend the Toyhax label sets. They really make the figures pop in alt mode. Not so much in bot mode, but mostly vehicle mode, they pop. So that is going to do it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the Dread videos. Because pretty soon I'm going to be flying down the road with more Studio Series Dark of the Moon Autobot stuff. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned, and I will be back as soon as possible with more Dark of the Moon Studio Series stuff. So see you guys around.